Hello, I'm Marco and welcome to Barista, and this video today is going to be all about the ECM Slim. The ECM Slim is a true classic of a coffee machine. Think of your classic cars, anyone that comes to your mind. For me, it's not as curvy as an E-Type Jag, but it's certainly a beautiful classic finish, and I could argue, why would you want anything more than the ECM Slim at home? Okay, I'm going to point out some of the beautiful aesthetics of this machine. First and foremost, it's done in a beautiful mirror finished stainless steel. You've got the gauges, little classic style gauges at the top, midnight blue cutaway on the hot water and the steam ones. You now have, in addition to this machine, of a digital display, so it gives you a shot timer when the machine's in use. A real great feature. And then things you possibly might not pick up on, you've got a chrome tipped brew lever, and that accent carries on with the Grand Crema handles, where you've got this lovely chrome end brew handle as well. The finish is so hard to explain when you're looking on a website or even on the videos. When you see this in the flesh, it's truly a beautiful classic looking machine. We're going to dive in closer and look at this in more detail. The drip tray itself, I have these lovely rolled edges. Everything is really tactile to the touch. It's soft rounded edges in this beautiful stainless steel finish. And then it reveals again a really exceptionally built chassis and an area to keep your blanking disc and an additional steam tip if you like a two-hole as opposed to the one that's on the machine as a standard. But overall, it's just that general sense of refinement and build quality runs throughout, with even the rolled edges that allows you to glide the drip tray back on into place. So the machine itself, it comes with beautiful Grand Crema handles, a double spout, good grade baskets, a single spout, a metal tamper, a blanking disc for maintenance, a group head brush again for your maintenance, and a well packed stainless steel drip tray in there. So why would you want this machine at home? It's a heat exchanger. It's a really efficient system of doing two temperatures for you. So you can brew and steam at the same time. This is great if you want to make excellent cappuccinos, flat whites, lattes. You can make one after the other, and because you've got the beautiful E61 group head, it also produces beautiful espressos as well. How long does it take to heat up? Well, this group head is 4 kilos and it gets quite hot, but for it to heat up on a cold morning in a cold kitchen, you are looking at 25 minutes or so. But to produce this lovely espresso temperature and steam, you are looking at 25 minutes roughly. And you can either take your reservoir tank out, fill it up under the sink, or we recommend using something like BWT or a Brita jug at least, or even bottled water where you can pour it straight in from the top. Turn the machine on. You know it's kind of ready when the dial is sitting between 1 to 1.2 bar. This machine also has a beautiful feature where you can actually change the temperature. So not everyone will drink the same coffee. They might enjoy a light roast coffee or a medium or even a dark roast. And this machine can cater for all three of those coffee roast levels. And it's really discreetly underneath the machine, you'll hear this 3-way toggle switch. And also if you come around to see the machine, when I change the toggle switch, you can actually see the temperature change on the display. So if I move it into the back position, it will tell me that it's going to creep up to 128 degrees. This equates to 98 degrees for your espresso, great for light roast. Middle button, 124 degrees on the steam boiler. Again, this is 94 degrees-ish on the brew temperature. And the first position, a lower temperature, 120 degrees in the steam boiler. This equates to 90 degrees, great for dark roast coffee. Most people will use their temperature or preferred temperature to make their coffee, and then they can push it into the back position to give the machine a bit of a steam boost. And you'll notice that then the machine tops out at 1.5 bar. If you want to make 12 lattes in one go for a party or at Christmas, you'll have no problem. You'll have lots of steam power. Onto the tail of the tape. What I'm doing for you. The machine itself is approximately 20 kilos. The depth of the machine without the handle, looking at 450 mil, 45 centimeters. That's without. The width of the machine approximately is 25 centimeters, 250 mil. And the height with the cups around, which is a grab rail, is 395 mil, slightly less than that, approximately 39.5 centimeters. However, some people have been known to use the machine without the grab rail, and it comes down to 350 or 35 centimeters. As you can see, you've also got an adjustable overpressure valve. This is really handy if you want to adjust the pump pressure between 9 to 11 bar, which is the kind of standard in the UK. So this is an extra way of tweaking the machine, as well as the three-way toggle switch brew lever that's on the Slim. Another feature that the Slim has is an eco mode and an additional pre-infusion. So this is a little bit of an upgrade from the predecessor. You can turn the machine off and on and do a switch here and wait 5 seconds with a brew lever push, and you can turn either the eco mode on or off, and also an additional pre-infusion and active pre-infusion. So these new features, and on some of their other machines, you don't know that you've quite done it. It's just a flashing green light. But now, because you've got this digital display, it tells you that it's now in eco mode or not. So it gives you a little bit more of a feedback. Also, the machine itself, talking about feedback, when you're running low on the reservoir tank, it will give you a little alert to say that it needs to refill, along with the shot timer that we mentioned. So there's nice feedback the machine is now giving you with the PID display. We're going to move over to the Cutaway. This is actually the Slim, ECM Slim PD itself. And it has, as all E61s, the passive pre-infusion. So this is your pre-infusion chamber here. And when you start to lift the brew lever, water in here hits the coffee first at a low pressure, and it leads to that beautiful extraction where eventually the pump pressure then maxes out at 9 or 10 bar, wherever you got it set to. So your pre-infusion chamber's there, you've got your exhaust valve, you've got your mushroom here, your diffuser here, but essentially this was one of the things that made the E61 famous, and that's your pre-infusion. Moving over to the actual steam boiler itself, it's a heat exchanger, so it's a hybrid. So the water from the reservoir tank carries through that pipe in the back, straight through and out. But as you can see, it's a beautiful 1.9 stainless steel boiler, and elements, really high quality components inside the Slim PID. And as you can see again, with the brass fittings on the top, the level probe, everything is exquisitely made as it's ECM. When operating the machine as well, you will hear the vibration pump. And for vibration pumps machines, this is very quiet. And it's just testament to the ECM Profitec build quality, where they've dampened the sound. So it shouldn't wake anyone up in the morning when you're making your first coffee. So to recap on the ECM Slim, it retails currently for $1,699. It's, I would say, on the top end of a compact E61 heat exchanger, but it's quintessential ECM classic build quality and refinement throughout. I could argue there isn't anything else you need more at home than an E61 heat exchanger, as it's a beautifully efficient machine. When we do tests, 2 cups in the morning, 2 cups late afternoon, and 2 cups eventually later on in the day, you're kind of looking around about 40 pence on the electricity at the current rates. So to get this beautiful craftsmanship, refinement, mirror finished stainless steel in a compact body, giving you everything that the Slim does, it's really hard to overlook. So if you're looking for a classic, timeless look machine that offers everything you need and more, with the toggle switch now at home in your machine, and the great advantage now of the shot timer, it really has everything in a beautiful compact footprint, and the ECM Slim is certainly one to look at. If you want to see more videos like this one, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments below. Cheers.